In sport, raw speed isn't enough. Without coordination, your speed falls apart. Uh, why is that? Because on the fast speed, your coordination diminished, is just how our body works. So the higher the speed, the less the coordination. So before going to the super explosive and super fast exercises, you need to establish the foundation. So your body control, the control on your muscles. And why is kinesio balls? Because it's small and it takes the precision and accurate movements to catch it, to track it. So today I'm going to show you how with the kinesio balls, is just a rubber balls, increase your rhythm, your coordination, and your explosive speed. I will show you a few progressive drills which you can incorporate in your warm-ups or in your skill sessions, like in your speed sessions, conditioning, or changing of direction speed sessions. But let's jump a little deeper. Why balls? Because it takes an eye-hand coordination, and it's a thing on the surface, which is on the surface. Of course, you need to track it with your eye to catch the ball. This is the first thing you need to do. But the second one, you need to adjust your feet. So it's an eye-foot work. So you need to adjust your base to be able to catch the ball. So you need to deliver yourself to the point of catching. The second thing, the rhythm, because you can work with the balls, work with your rhythm of the movements. So the repetitiveness and the repetitive nature of your movements creates the energy efficiency. So more similar your movements, less energy it takes to perform it, especially the psychological energy, so you can be focused on the resolving the game situations and the strategy on the game. And one of the most important things about the balls and why you need to use it, because it's just a simple thing. So even in this small and simple space, you can create it to the high performance lab only with these kinesio balls. Before we jump to the exact exercises, I'm gonna tell you about the principles. And the first principle you need to do is just use single joint or a couple joint exercises just to warm up your nervous system and your muscles, and then progress to the multi-joint exercises. The second thing, start with the static drills. Just stay in a place and concentrate on the balls, not on the movement, and then shift to the dynamic drills. The third one, start slowly, because this is how you can control movement. As I said at the beginning, the higher the speed, the less the coordination, more errors, more loss. One more thing, and it's about the focus. You can start with any drill, and you can do any drill, any amount of drills. But as soon as you start do errors, forget about repetitions, forget about time. Just focus on the errors, how many errors you did, and track your errors. If the amount of errors raises, so it says that your nervous system is fatigued, you're tired, and you're not working on the pure coordination. So you're not working on the coordination, you're not working on the precise and an accuracy of the movements, you only work on your endurance, your stamina. So track not only your reps, your time of your repetitions, your time, the execution, but control your errors and how focused you are during the exercise. And this is maybe one of the most, the missed thing about physical preparations, because we always rely on the reps, on sets, on time, and this is thing you need to control by your intention, by your focus, and by yourself, by your willingness. So as I said, you need only 2 balls, and yes, of course, sometimes you need a partner, trainer, or somebody to help you with these unpredictable exercises, but you can start only with yourself, as I said, in a warm-up or before the speed session. And first exercise, we just need to connect our nervous system with our muscles, and it's just a drill where you completely flex and extend your whole arm, your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist, your fingers, because this is how you send the signal through your nervous system to all your muscles to contract, to relax. So this is how you create the control, this is how you create the coordination. So your nervous system and your body becomes aware that, hey, there's a muscle out there, we need to contract and relax it in a sequenced manner so we can create the angles, which helps us to resolve the movement task. So how you can progress it? You can use two balls. You can catch it underhand, as I'm showing you right now, but you can go to the overhand. And the goal here, you can perform about 20 to 30 throws, that's more than enough. But as with any drill, with any exercise, the coordination is already there. What do I mean? That you need to be focused on the drill. No matter what you're doing, it's always about the coordination. So you can just imagine any drill you're doing develops coordination, and anything. So just with your focus. So the coordination is not about an exercise, it's just about an approach. So you're working with the two balls, you're catching it underhand, you're catching it overhand, and then you can progress to the more advanced version. So this is one of the progressions I'm about to show you. As I said, about 20-30 reps. So here's where, especially at the last one, it's more coordination demanding version. And one more, you can use like alternating balls, dribble it at the same time, but stay still. How can you progress to the dynamic version of this exercise? So you can just imagine a clock face around you and you work with only one ball. And if you have a partner or you don't have one, you can turn a switched on an app, program it for 12 hours, and it's going to show you the number, and the number is going to show you just can, for example, jump forward 12, jump forward, go back 9, side. So you're controlling 3, you're jumping to the 3, and you're still controlling the ball. So that's how you're right here, as I said, about the progression and about the principle and about connecting. That's how you connect your eye-hand coordination with your eye-feet coordination. But you're not watching on your feet, you're just connecting your feet, your whole body, your arm and your eyes for resolving the movement task. Yeah. Then one of the most familiar drills, I believe, is just the wall throws. And it's a simple one. You just throw one ball and alternate it with another one. And naturally, it's just a little bit harder to throw it if we compare it with the floor, because it's just the way how the ball's coming to you. It just holds over here, but here is just flying to you. So here you're catching the ball in this point where ball holds in the air. And it's a simple thing, but you need to apply the exact amount of force, and you know, to try to predict where it's going to be. So I applied this amount of force where the ball is supposed to be so I can catch it. Here you don't have this thing, so you need to be able to work with the ball, with the speed of the ball. So it's just bouncing through the wall and you need to catch it. And how you can progress to it. As I showed, you can alternate one throw to another one, but the second thing, you just throw in the two balls. So you need to split your focus on the two balls. And by the way, catching, it's not, so the coordination, it's not only about the catching, it's about how you deliver the ball, how you throw the ball to the wall, how many force you're applying, how can you control this force, because you're not, so the snapshots, the throws, anything, it's not about catching, it's about how many force you apply to an object. Of course, you need to be able to catch it, because if you throw it and the ball flies away, you need to take it and you need to throw it one more time, and it takes a lot of time to do. So that's how you work on your catching and your eye-hand coordination abilities. But the main thing here, how many force and how coordinated you're during the throw, how many force you apply during the throw. So you're working with the two balls, and you just need to be able to split that focus on the balls. Then what you can do, so stay still, work with your balls, but then alternate it from one hand to another one. So you just put the ball to the other hand, and then what you can do, you can put it behind your back. So you need to be precise, fast, and you need to process it faster. How you can make it more complicated. So you can do one side to the other side, one side and a ball in front of you to the other side behind you. So this is more complicated. And one thing you can add here, one more thing, you're throwing two balls, you're throwing it to the wall, floor. And you can do it overhand, underhand, whichever you want. But this shift from the wall throw to the floor throw takes from you the coordination, the focus, the ability to switch from one movement pattern. It's quite a similar, of course, but from one to the wall, from one nature of the bouncing ball to the other one. And from here, how you can go to the dynamic drills, as I showed here on a single leg. You can throw the ball and you can do side shuffles from one side to the other side. And it's the predictable thing. Of course, you can make it a little more different if you throw it like that to the different angles, to the floor, and to the different parts of the wall. But the great thing about it, if you can work with the partner, so he's gonna throw you in on a different height, in different directions, just only 5-6 yards. So you need to side shuffle and be able to catch the ball on any height, even down deep here, and throw it backwardly so he can catch it, and you can work it fluidly and smoothly. And this is closer to the unpredictability. If you still don't have a partner, but you want to progress to more complicated thing from here, here's what you can do. You just throw the ball over here, you catch one ball, and you shift to another one, you just throw. So here's the goal. You need to throw this ball on the same height always. So this is how we can be sure that the environment of the drill same, so you can progress in a distance between the balls, because if you throw it higher, it's going to be more time for you, and you can't adjust, you can't adapt. You need to throw it on the same, from good athletic stance, on an eye height, and this is how you can progress. Then you just shift the ball farther from here, and this is how you do it more explosively. And to make it more dynamic, if you feel you're precise and the coordination on a high level, you can work with the balls like with the single bounce, and to shift between them side to side. So try to catch it, do after one bounce, and do the side steps to one side, side shuffle to one side to another one. In this case, it's of course predictable. It's less unpredictability and less work on your agility. It's less sport specific, but this is how you can go to more specific drills, from how you can progress from simple drills to more comprehensive drills, which is closer to your sport and which is going to force you adapt and adjust your body to resolve some game situations, and of course to develop your sport specific skills and be able to learn that skills, because you know how to control your body and you know how to adjust your muscles, your central nervous system to the sport specific skills, techniques. So you can control your body, you can teach it how to learn the sport specific movements. Hey, one more exercise you can do, and here of course it's better to do with the partner, when it throws to you a few balls and you need to start it, and you need to catch the named ball. It doesn't matter whether it's color or the number, but you just stay still and the partner just behind you throws you a couple balls and he says red, and you need to catch the red ball first, and after that you're catching the other one. Or for example, he can throw you a ball and he calls blue, and you need to catch the opposite one and then another one. So this is how you need to be focused during the movement, and it's hard to do because, as I said, the higher the speed, the higher the demands of the movement, like mechanical movement, the less focus you have, the less focus capacity you have to resolve it properly. So this is how we force you, and I force you through these mental tasks, so you can adjust your body, because on the field it's less these mental psychological tasks, so you can process it faster and show more speed, more explosiveness. Hey guys, I hope you love these exercises. So what you can do with it, as I showed you, you can do these progressions. You can do about 20 to 30 reps for each exercise in one block. Regarding the running drills, it could be about 5 to 10 reps on a small distance, 5 to 10 yards distance. And you can incorporate it in your warm-ups before your sessions, because it's not so energy demanding. It takes from you not the physical energy, but your mental and emotional energy and your focus. And you can incorporate it in your warm-ups before your sport-specific sessions, before the ice, before the soccer sessions, football, basketball, tennis one. You can incorporate it before your skill sessions, your speed change in direction, conditioning sessions. So that's how you can be focused on the main drills in the main part. But honestly, this is the main as well. But as I said, more focused you are on the task, more coordination, more benefits you get from the main practice. Because as I said, coordination is not about exercises. It's about the approach you're using while you move. Hey, if you need more comprehensive exercises, more adjust exercises to your sport demands, just let me know in the comments, and I will share with you the more specific drills for your sport.